hot yoga problems. Ow, I got them. You know I got those hot yoga problems, son. Ow, I'm back, baby, I'm back. Wow. What a day, what a day, what a day. The hot yoga was in effect. It murdered me. I haven't been in a hot yoga studio in about a week and a half. And that's just about enough to set me back to stage one, man. I can't believe how quickly I regress in the absence of continued practice. But dude, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Raff's brain has been on a mini hiatus. That was not my intention when I was heading back to West Virginia. I think that was my last episode. I uploaded it back in West Virginia when I arrived. I'm gonna keep up the mojo, the momentum. I'm gonna be producing content all the time. And it just didn't happen because the S hit the F, as the kids say. I went back to help my dad with his ablation. That didn't take, so they had to keep him in the hospital a couple extra days so he could get a palpitation thing. What do you call that? The pacemaker and a defibrillator. So he was in the hospital for a good week. I was spending nights there on the freaking couch. That was a blast. And then he got moved to a PT facility. He was having a little bit of that post-op delirium, talking nonsense, gibberish. And I was just worried he'd never come back to reality. But I think he's back to reality. He's still in the PT facility. I'm back here in Arlington for the time being. I'll be heading back to the WV next week as we're going to transport him into an assisted living facility for a short period of time. Maybe he'll make it back into Knollwood Estate. We shall see. The bottom line is it's been a hectic time for Raff's brain, man. My brain's been fried. And I appreciate your understanding. I know I have tens of loyal listeners out there, and you were all knocking on the door. Where's the content, Raffety? Our life's not the same without your updates. So thank you for those who reached out to wish me well. And reality is, my listening audience is comprised mostly of people who know me. Actually, who know me pretty well, which means that you are already reaching out to me to wish, the best for my father, my situation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But I'm kind of going to ease back into the content creation. Not a ton initially. The time is scarce right now. But I'm going to do what I can to keep the flow. I will say today's session was a great reminder of just how quickly you regress in hot yoga if you don't maintain the practice. Because I hadn't gone for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I'm devastated this morning. Although I will say this with great pride, and it's something that I've stated before on this show, so it's not new information, it's just reaffirmed truth. I am the Crow King in my mind. I'm not saying universally against everyone else in the world. I'm saying I just know I can crush that. And today it was insane. The playtime portion of the class was all about crow to headstand, back into crow, kick back into plank, shavasana. What's it called when you do a vinyasa? I just crushed. I will take anyone up. If you think you can do a crow to tabletop headstand, to full headstand, to tabletop headstand, to crow, to kickback, vinyasa, I can do that with anyone that's listening. I'm pretty confident there's no one that listens to this show actually practices yoga. So I can say with great confidence, I will dominate this small universe of elite listeners of the Raff's Brain Podcast Hot Yoga Problems Show. If you want to take me up on that challenge, let me know. We can do a virtual contest of some kind. I'm eager to display this to the masses. My crow to tabletop headstand, to full headstand, tabletop headstand, back into crow, jump back, vinyasa. to down dog. I can dominate that. I do dominate that, and I will continue to dominate that. That is something I enjoy. It was not good for most of this class, and we got to playtime, and we had that sequence, and I think I shocked the world. I think I might have been in the top 10% of the class today. It was a pretty crowded class, and I was crushing that move, dude. Crushing it. And I had a little bit of a little epiphany. That's maybe a stretch. I think we use the word epiphany a little too liberally these days. It wasn't really an epiphany. It was just a reminder why I like going to live classes. Ever since COVID, there's been this, I think a lot of people just never went back to studios. Gyms shut down. People just started working out by themselves at home. You got all these different apps and channels and ability to basically do it yourself. But that's not my style, man. I need other people around me so that I have people to compete against. And I know that's not the right mindset, but I don't care. There is no wrong mindset. Don't tell me you go to a class and you're not looking at other people as they're in their poses and you're comparing yourself. You're taking notes like, wow, that woman knows what she's doing. That's a pretty impressive triangle. Then that guy's got a pretty good half moon going on. I should position my hand like that. I'm taking notes. I'm looking around. I'm studying the competition, my friends. You got to do that in order to improve. Because half the time, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. No one ever tells me or instructs me what the proper hand placement is or how far my feet should be apart. It's all, individual. I just go with it. No one's ever corrected me that much, so I guess I'm doing the right thing. I don't know. So yes, I look around. I try to assess the competence and ability of my fellow yogis in the class. And I notice that most of them are crushing and making me look like a tool. That's okay. I don't mind, because I don't care what they think of me. I just want to see how I can get better. And then when I make a real reach, if I really push myself and I fall down or something, that's just a demonstration that I'm breaking barriers. I'm pushing boundaries. I'm not just gonna phone it in. I think some people do phone it in. Occasionally I have phoned it in. It's hard to phone in yoga because it's just hard to do. Like, how do you phone in something that takes effort? I guess the version of phoning it in, when I think of someone saying, I'm gonna phone it in today, I think it just means like you just half-ass it. You don't really put your all into it. And I mean, even just to phone it in on yoga is a challenge because the practice is just so devastating. It's so hard. It's taxing. And then you start realizing, dude, if I'm gonna be here, if I'm awake and I'm in this place and I'm sweating my nuts off, and like, why should I not put forth the effort? I took all these other steps to get here. I have a mat, I have a towel, I have, my watch is going, it's tracking my time and the sequence. Like, so why not give it your all? What are you holding back for? So I don't hold back anymore. I go in, I let it all out. And occasionally, I have great confidence in my poses, and so I will tell you the crow to tabletop headstand to full-on headstand to tabletop headstand to crow to kickback, vinyasana, whatever the hell that's called. That's my thing, and I think I'm respected. I think people see that and they go, "This guy can't do anything else really at all, but wow, he can almost do that with some small level of competence. What an inspiration for the world." Oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. Let's go. It's Saturday. It's time to party. Live it up, enjoy your life. If you're healthy, you're already 99% of the way there. Just stop complaining. Go get things done, man. That's the attitude today, my friends. Hot yoga problems coming at you. Stay tuned for more great mediocre content from your favorite zany friend, Rob Raffety, Raff's Brain. All right, have a good one. Until next time. Namaste, mofos.